Hey guys, welcome to Casa Mami. I am out here in Pioneertown, California. It's in the same vicinity as Joshua Tree in Yucca Valley, so I'm still in the desert about 2 hours east of Los Angeles. And I'd probably describe this home behind me here as a minimalist designer house. You can kind of see again the beautiful white exterior, the beautiful white facade, and also the host, the owners did an amazing job of decorating the interior of this place. So I'm really excited to show that off to you in just a second. So if you want to learn more about Casa Mami, I'm going to link out to its Airbnb listing down in the video description as usual. And if you want to book this designer house or any other designer house, tiny house, tree house, anything of that sort or nature anywhere in the world, be sure to use my Airbnb code. Also linked down below in the video description, so be sure to check out both of those links. But really excited for you guys to see this one, both the exterior and the interior. So let's just get straight into the tour here of Casa Mami in Pioneertown, California. When you first arrive to Casa Mami, you're gonna head on down its long driveway. I really also loved all the mountains in the backdrop of the home, especially right around sunset. But you're gonna pull up in your car and you're gonna see two structures. On the right-hand side, I believe that is their water tower. It matches the design of the home. It says Casa Mami on it, and it's pretty cool. You can take some photos in front of it. But now we're gonna get a little bit closer to the actual home. As we approach Casa Mami, you might notice this is actually a Pueblo-style home. You can kind of tell by all the different angles and the outcroppings all over the roof, and also some of the window design. There's also a sitting area with two chairs right next to the front door. And this is actually an off-grid listing. You know, there's not many neighbors around. You have 5 acres to yourself. So it's actually a fully sufficient solar-powered home. It's an off-grid solar-powered listing. So you have this big solar panel, and from this angle, you can actually see some additional solar panels on top of the roof. We'll now venture into the backyard, and I really loved how around sunset, the sun sets basically directly behind the house. You have all the orange and yellow tones reflecting off of the furniture and the glass and the windows. We have a little table right there with 3 chairs. And if you go kind of further back into this other corner near the fence, you're gonna find 2 reclining chairs. Then right next to that actually is the last outdoor amenity, and this is your outdoor shower, which is pretty cool. But again, you do have 5 acres all to yourself, so you have some sweeping desert views right in your backyard. These are some aerial shots to give you a better idea of the surrounding area. I just fell in love with these mountains, but now it's time to head on inside. Welcome inside of Casa Mami. We're going to start first with the kitchen area and then move on next to the living room. But for starters, this is your kitchen. I really love kind of the really retro, kind of old school looking refrigerator. And actually inside of it, they left behind me a nice bottle of rosé, of some wine with a little note. It was definitely a nice touch. This was a very well-stocked kitchen though, in my opinion. So there's a few shelves all over the place. Right above the fridge, there's plenty of bowls and glasses. On the opposite side then, there's 2 more shelves. So kind of everything you might need to do some serious cooking or baking if you wanted to. Also right next to the fridge, they left behind some freshly ground coffee. And then this other little container as well, there are some tea bags. Last but not least in the kitchen is your dining table. I like the color scheme of the table. I thought it fit perfectly with the rest of the kitchen and that whole space, kind of pretty similar to the fridge. But now really important, right next to the front door, there's a table and an iPad waiting for you here. I suggest you guys check this out, and there's actually a link to their website. It's also linked out down in the video description of here on the video, and you can actually shop by each individual room here in the home. So let's say you had a particular accessory or piece of furniture you liked, you can actually purchase that same exact thing directly through their website. They also have a very detailed guidebook as well here on the table. This is now your living room space, which is right across the way from the kitchen. I really loved how all the natural light was just streaming in at all hours of the day through all the windows and those two main doors, which lead out to the backyard. But I like this sitting area, in particular the fireplace, kind of like a retro old school looking fireplace. It's probably my favorite piece in this whole space. It goes all the way to the top of the ceiling. Then from this angle, you can see there's another kind of sitting area and a chair off there on the left-hand side. Then there in the background, that is the kitchen where we just came from. Next, we're gonna head down the hallway to check out the rest of the home. There's these three cool mirrors hanging on the wall. I kind of love the yellow color scheme. We're heading to the door first on the right, and this is bedroom number 1 of 2. There's 2 bedrooms in this home. I'd probably call this like the guest bedroom. We'll touch on the master bedroom in just a second, but I really love the whole kind of decor, like the tapestry, the decoration behind the bed. You have some really high ceilings here, little nightstand tables next to the bed, and off in this corner there's a bathrobe waiting for you, a stool, and some space to kind of hang up your clothes if you want. But definitely was a fan of this little guest bedroom. We're now gonna walk further down the hallway and enter the last door on the right-hand side, and this is the bathroom. This is the only bathroom inside of Casa Mami, and it's located directly across the way from the master bedroom, but it's very white and clean and modern. Absolutely no issues here. You have kind of your sink area over here on the right-hand side. In particular, that very rounded mirror definitely stuck out to me. You have the 2 floating shelves as well, and this is your shower, all the beautiful white tiling and the kind of black dials and shower head. So the middle door is locked, it's not accessible. We're actually gonna go into the left door, and welcome to the master bedroom here at Casa Mami. What definitely stuck out to me the most was those 2 black and glass doors right at the foot of the bed that leads out into the backyard, but definitely an amazing view to wake up to every morning. On the right hand side, you have another kind of chair. On the left hand side is a closet and an extra door, and this is a door that leads into the living room and back into the kitchen space. But really love the master bedroom, and it's just so easy just to walk into the backyard to take in those beautiful mountain and desert views. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. It's the best way to support my channel. I also have a bunch of playlists linked out down below. Thanks so much for watching, guys, and I'll see you next time.